This is the 2021 Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo, and I have to say that it is one of the most beautiful looking electric vehicles on the market today. In this video we're going to have a look at the exterior and interior of the car, and in future videos we're going to dive deeper into the driving dynamics, specs, and so forth. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with the exterior of the car. So, right from the front, I really like the design. Ever since I saw the first pictures of the Taycan, I really liked the way that Porsche designed the whole, the front of the car. So you've got your LED matrix lights, you've got the nice Porsche logo. Here you have well-integrated parking sensors on the bottom and a radar, front-facing radar for your adaptive cruise. But you know, I like the front, but I wasn't sold on it when I first saw it. You have to see it in person, I think. All right, let's move to the side of the vehicle. And the showpiece must be these 21-inch beautiful Pirelli tires on these amazing looking rims. Now, I don't think that they do much for aero, so don't expect much range with a tire set and wheel set like this, but they do look good. And just to tell you guys, these are a 265/35 R21, and these are Pirelli mud and snow tires. So we've had a bit of snow here in British Columbia, so it's good that they've added these. So now here on this side you've got one charging port. This one is for your DC fast charge, but also if you close this flap here, you can put in an AC J1772 connection. So it's kind of versatile because there's another one on the other side. So as we move around to the side, you've got these beautiful door handles that pop out as you walk towards the vehicle. You've got blind spot monitoring in the mirror, and look at these wonderful, beautiful, functional, you know, vents here that do a good job of keeping the whole assembly there very, very cool. So you've got your huge brakes and all of that needs cooling, and plus it's good for aero too. And as you see, we move down, these lines are so nice, and these huge fenders here in the back, look, these huge fenders are visible in your mirrors when you're driving, which is an added bonus. So now with the Cross Turismo, you've got all of this nice cladding that gives it an off-road feel, because, you know, Porsche says you can take this car off-road if you really want to. There are many videos about it on YouTube where Porsche was doing, you know, trips up mountains and so forth. Apologies for how dirty it is, but again, the weather has not been very good for me this past few days, so it's hard to keep the car clean. But yeah, look at these rims, very beautiful. So again, the flowing lanes continue on the other side here as well, and I really like the rear of the vehicle. So as you can see, the line starts at the front, continues to the back, and you've got these huge bulges here. And then of course, this is where I think the Taycan Cross Turismo is the right choice, because this station wagon look, the hot station wagon look, I really dig it. It's awesome. Again, you have well-integrated parking sensors here if you need them. You have a backup camera that's part of the 360 package that's included with this car. You've got a rear wiper, which is good. Some companies should be learning to install wipers in their cars. Hyundai, especially when we're talking about glass that needs a little bit of cleaning. You've got a wonderful little spoiler here, okay, that looks good, and it's quite functional too when you're driving. And you know, it looks good from the back. And I would say that this is where the Taycan 4 Cross Turismo looks much better than the other Taycan offerings. And I mean, by the other Taycan offerings, I mean the regular Taycan. The Cross Turismo version of it looks so much better. And here is your second charging port. So this one is for your AC charge only. So again, you have choice between two sides. Now these are manual opening charge ports. You can also option electronic ones, but I would say that for us here in Canada, I would prefer to have manual, just in case I take this car out into the wilderness and it gets dirty, or if it's a snowy day, it's just easier to, you know, open it up, because I've seen people, especially in Norway, having problems opening these in the winter due to all the snow. And I mean, you know, BC, Vancouver doesn't get much snow, but if you want to go into the mountains, yeah, there is a bunch of snow, so it's good to have that. But again, for me, the back looks amazing, and I would only think of purchasing the Taycan 4 Cross Turismo version if I was in the market for a Taycan. Now, I don't know if it's for everybody, so sound off in the comments if you guys are also really into this Cross Turismo version, or if you prefer just the standard regular Taycan. All right, so let's go inside the vehicle. Let's see what the interior looks like, and see if it's as good as the exterior. Opening the car is pretty easy. Here's your key fob. So this is the one that you have. You keep it in your pocket and you simply walk up to the Taycan. The door handles will pop out, and all you do is just lift the handle and you get in. So here you go, a little sneak peek at the interior. Now, this interior is all black. If I was going to buy a car like this, I would go for a different color just to have a little bit of contrast between the exterior and interior. So I don't think I would choose black, but I would say it still looks good. The seats are really ergonomic and really, really comfortable. They're not the softest seat, but they don't need to be. And I really like the headrest that they've installed here. And obviously, look at the panel roof here, guys. That looks good, eh? And you know, when you come to places like this where we are today and you want to see all the nature around you, this is a perfect addition. All right, let's get in and see what the dashboard looks like. So here we go. Everything is adjusting to my preference as I sit inside the vehicle. And this screen in front of your eyes is, I think, the best thing about the vehicle. It's super customizable, it's curved, it's clear, and all of the information is readily available for you, and it just makes piloting this car really simple. So that's their first screen. Then here we have towards the middle we have the second screen, and this is your infotainment, this is your car settings, everything that you will need to, you know, drive and change settings. And as you guys can see, Apple CarPlay is available and it's of the wireless variety. Up on top we have a nice clock. This is the Chrono Sport package that's included with this Taycan 4 Cross Turismo, and I think it's a great addition. If you're going to be buying this car, you need that clock. I mean, it's so quintessential Porsche that without it, it wouldn't be the same vehicle. Then moving down more, we see another screen. So this one has haptic feedback. So I'm not a huge fan of touch screens, just because they're too fiddly, especially when you're driving. And it's interesting that Porsche has gone this route, because they used to have a lot of buttons, and they still do on a lot of their vehicles, right? So with the Taycan, they decided they wanted to go full touchscreen. It works, but it's not my preferred way of changing settings. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people saying that. So then you guys can see here the other seat. It has 3-person seat memory. It is electronically adjustable. Here you have a glove compartment that you can just use your hand to open. You don't need to go fiddle through the touchscreen and find a button for it. Same thing here, 3-person memory seat for the driver. You have all of your window controls here, and this wonderful, wonderful steering wheel. You know, you have your light settings, your cruise control, which is adaptive. You have your wiper settings here. This is your regen button. This is your volume. This changes the layout of the dash in front of you, and you have your drive mode selector right here. And just in the back here, you have a button to turn on and off the heated steering wheel. So if I push the button in the back, the steering wheel now is turned off. The heating of the steering wheel is turned off. And how about the headroom? I have to say that the headroom is decent. It is more than decent, actually. Because of the glass roof, I have a lot of space here. I'm around 5'8", 5'9", so this car is perfect for me in terms of space all around. So yeah, if you're even taller than me, you will be very, very comfortable sitting in the front. Then here you have your center console. You've got 2 cup holders big enough to hold any size of drink. And here you have a storage cubby with a light, so you can see all your things at nighttime, and a Qi wireless charger right there. Now we are in the back of the Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo, and again, it's a wonderful place to be. There is a lot of space between my knees and the front seat. You have some air vents here, adjustable. You have a little cubby here to put things in, another little cubby here as well. You have USB ports right underneath here, and this is what the passenger seat looks like. You've got window controls there. You have a pocket to put bottles, water, whatever you need. You have grab handles, and you've got a reading light if you need it. So it's a good place to be. However, just as Porsche says, this is a 2+1 backseat configuration, meaning that you can put 2 adults in there, and you would struggle to put someone else in the middle unless they're really a small kid. And with the USB ports being just here, it makes it harder if someone is sitting in the middle. And then you have a little armrest here with 2 more cup holders. So how's the headroom in the back? I would have to say also very good. And this is the biggest difference, I would say, between the regular Taycan and the Taycan Cross Turismo, where you get much more headroom in the back because of the shape, because of the station wagon-esque shape that they have going on here. So if you want to have taller people in the back and have them feel comfortable, definitely choose the Cross Turismo. I turned on these wonderful DRLs just to show you guys. They're so quintessentially Porsche, especially with its newest design language. They look really good. So as many electric vehicles, the same with Porsche Taycan, it has a frunk or a front trunk. I really hate using the word frunk. Anyways, how do you open it? You get your key fob, you push this button, and it opens up automatically. There's a latch here on the side. You pull the latch up, and then boom, up it goes. Now, how much space do you get? You get quite a lot of space, actually. I would say that you could fit 2 medium-sized duffel bags on top of each other, or 1 carry-on luggage bag easily. Plus, if you ever have to do your weekly shopping, you can put some of it here, some of it in the back, or maybe most of it here. So on the sides here, you've got your fix-a-flat kit on one side, and then you have a few other things here to fix your tire. Plus, you've got your towing hook. What? It's got an Audi logo. Okay. I guess parts sharing is a thing, eh? How does it go? Oh my. Tow hooks. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there you go. So you've got that nicely put away here. So yeah, great place to store stuff if you need to store something in the front trunk. So we're at the back again of the Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo, and I really love this red LED light strip that goes all across the back of the car. It looks really, really good, and when you're driving at night, it looks awesome. Okay, so let's look at the trunk and see how much space we get in the back there. There are 3 ways of opening up the trunk. The first one is obviously from your key fob, so you just push the button here, and the trunk opens. As you guys can see, it opens up pretty quick. If you want to close it, there are two buttons. One is just to close it, and then the other one is to also lock the vehicle, but let's just close it for now. So that's the first way. Now, if you're carrying luggage or bags from the grocery store and you don't have your hands free, so there is a kick sensor right here, and that also opens up the trunk for you guys. Okay, and then the final way, by using the little button here. So that's the button. You push the button and the trunk opens up for you. Okay, so now let's look at the space inside and see what do we get. It's pretty big. As you guys can see, you can fold the back seats with a 40-20-40 split. So you can even fold the middle and put things like skis in there if you wanted to. You've got a 12-volt outlet right here. You've got a little storage cubby for whatever you want to put in there. You also have another storage cubby right here with a little mesh pocket where you can keep something that is important. You've got tie-down hooks on the two edges there, and then you've got an elastic band built in here for, you know, keeping your items secure. And you've got two LED lights. I wish there was a bit more light in the trunk. That's my biggest complaint, but it's pretty big size. And then you've got a parcel shelf here that you can remove if you don't need it. So overall, I would have to say that the trunk area is quite good and quite usable. Plus, there's a little bit of space here if you need to put something in there, perhaps a charging cable or something like that. So yeah, perfect. I still wanted to show you guys what the trunk looks like with the seats, the back seats down. So that's what it looks like, and you're getting a lot of space. So this has been an exterior and interior look at the Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, do you prefer this one, the Cross Turismo version of the Taycan, or do you prefer the original Taycan? For me, this one is the clear winner. I love the Cross Turismo. I like the way that it looks. I like the utility. Overall, I would say it's a great car to go out hiking, go to the office, go for a meeting, whatever you wanted to do. So if I was in the market for one, I would definitely be looking at the Cross Turismo version. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? You don't like it? Do you think it's overpriced? Do you think that there's better options out there? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to watch the rest of the series on the Taycan. I'm going to have a video about my driving impressions and also showing you the interior, how it looks at night, because it's really, really nice. And hopefully in the not too distant future, I get to have this car for a few more days where I can do a charging test, perhaps even a road trip, just to see how it works in the real world. So thank you again for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.